thanks for taking the time to explain the league for the ladies and the men coming up. We've got a couple new things that's going to happen this year, and you've been running this league for about 10 years. Is that correct?
That's correct. We started the league for the men's league 10 years ago, and the ladies league obviously has been going on for longer than that. I don't even know the time frame. But the men's and ladies league will have some changes this year. The first one is that we'll be on the web for all of the results. So the captains will have their own passwords, and they'll be able to go in the website and record the score of the match directly after the match, rather than having to send the scores to me or to the ladies league coordinator. They can go in, they'll have their own password, and they can update the matches as they happen. So hopefully that everyone in the league will have access to be able to go in and see the results of the matches as they happen, or as they finish, sorry.
And tell me about the scoring this year.
The scoring's changed slightly. In the fall, the ladies league made a change in making the number one position worth 2 points instead of 1 point. The men's league is also going to go to that same format. So instead of a match being, if you won all 4 positions, it's a 4-0. You get 2 points for the first one, so it'd be a 5-0. So what we're trying to do with that is try to prevent teams from taking their best players and moving them down the lineup. Instead, by putting more emphasis on the number one position, we hope that all the captains, all the pros, will put their strongest 2 players at the first position because it's worth more.
The leagues are on the same days, is that correct?
The leagues are, for the men, is still on the same day. The ladies league did make a change in that Division I is going to Thursday, and the reason behind that was that they were getting too many teams on Friday. As the league grew, we are running out of times, and different clubs were running into court time problems by having 3 teams on one single day. So we've tried to take the first division and move it to Thursday, and leaving Division 2A and 2B on Friday, and hopefully that will alleviate some of that, especially clubs that have three teams in those divisions.
I think being online is going to be a great advantage now, catching up with the times. And if I'm playing as Mike Rahaley, can I go in and find out Mike Rahaley's? Will I be able to get on and find my stats?
Not necessarily your match stats, but you will be able to find out where your team stands at the moment. We're not quite to the point where we're putting names of the players in and etc. We're focusing this year on making sure that the captains are able to put their scores in, and that scores are updated quicker, and it's more for also all the league players to be able to go to one site to get their result, rather than having to send it to the club and then the club post it and then it come out that way. So we feel like this is our first step forward, and once we get past this step, then we can add more features later on.
Well, we certainly, the tennis players in town certainly appreciate all the work that you do. I know this is a thankless job, and I think this is going to make it a little bit easier for you.
Well, hopefully we want it to be a league-friendly league. We've stayed away from USTA, and we've tried to make it so there are enough clubs participating, and really the numbers show out. We have 36 or so ladies teams and 25-6 men's teams, so that's pretty good for one county of our size. So hopefully things go well, and certainly if anybody has any complaints, they can contact any of us about it.
Well, thanks for your time, and we'll put this on the newsletter and get it out to everybody.
All right.